All right, so we're up on the roof here, first thing Monday morning. So this here is new construction, end of warranty inspection. So this roof is only a year old. So we're going to talk about a few things, most of which is just going to be installation defects. So right now we're out back, and I'll start off with saying that this is a 30-year architectural shingle. So right here, I gotta stand up here. So right here is a pretty complicated area here. You have 1, 2, 3 roof planes that come and merge together into one area, and then it comes up against a house here. So you're going to have a lot of water, and it's all going to get funneled into one location, and it's going to be right here, and it's going to come and have to go around this corner. So first thing I would say is that I would install a gutter here, because it will at least catch the rainwater coming down from this area, and with a downspout that goes around and discharges directly into the gutter below. That will take some of the load off of this area. Gonna have to get rid of this house wrap that's sticking out. That's just gonna catch water and debris. This is not going to be good for drainage in that area. So, and also here there was exposed nails in the front here. Well, it looks like 1, 2, 3 nails. I can't see, but I should be. Yeah, actually I can't see it, but I can feel it. There is flashing under there, and the drip edge is sort of counter flashing in that area. So that looks okay. But yeah, so this is so you got the gutter. Get rid of that house wrap that's sticking out, and downspout extensions into the gutter, and then that's pretty much all you can do here. This is a place you got to keep an eye on. You got to make sure it's clear of debris, because in my experience, this is the type of areas where roof leaks happen the most. So yeah, definitely keep this clean, keep an eye on it. All right, so talk about these holes in the roof here. There's 2 more, and then same thing on the other side. There's 1, and then down there. That's from the siding guys. They're stabilizers or scaffolding. They're pump jack stabilizers, whatever you want to call it, but they screw them directly through the shingles instead of peeling the shingles up and then nailing them down. And then when you're done, you caulk under the shingle, you put it back down. Nobody's none the wiser. So yeah, so it's not going to leak immediately, but there's holes in new shingles, and yes, they're sealed with caulking, but eventually that caulking will fail, and that's going to be it's going to be a roof leak. And in my opinion, there shouldn't be holes in a new roof. So yeah, I didn't actually walk down here all the way before, but I saw this white stuff right here. That shingle's actually torn, it's ripped, and then it was caulked underneath and put back down. So that shingle should be replaced. Here's a closer look on this side, the 2 nail holes, and then the caulking underneath. So you actually see where the caulk pushes up through the shingles. So, and that's also like that over here. You got the same thing over here. 2 spots on this side, like one in this area, one up farther, and then same thing on the other side. Now, let's talk about ridge capping for a second. This is not proper ridge capping. It should look like this. That's proper ridge capping. They must have run out, and they just use shingles. These are your regular architectural shingles, and you can see pretty clearly why they shouldn't be used as capping, because when you bend them, then these parts here, the second layer, you know, sticks up in the air, so they're just not meant for capping. So they should be replaced with regular capping, like you see here. And they did that here and back here. So yeah, that should be taken care of. And then this here, of course, this shingle is overexposed. This part of the shingle shouldn't even be exposed. That should always be covered up. Ridge capping, it's more cosmetic than, you know, regular shingle. That would be a big deal. So yeah, let me show you quick up close to the holes in the shingles here. You got them here, and then down there, and same thing on this side. Oop, oop. So okay, rain gutters. So not this gutter, it's out front. Here's an exposed nail, the ridge capping. That should be caulked. There's some regular shingles used as capping here as well. Okay, so gutters. Oh, and then there's going to be holes out front here as well. Just out back, the holes for their scaffolding stabilizers that they use. Okay. So these outlet inserts, they're sticking up in the air. You can see what happens is it catches debris and it won't let the water flow out. So that really should be actually like riveted in place and then sealed so it doesn't catch debris and stuff. You know, in the summertime, not really a big deal. It'll eventually evaporate, but in the wintertime, you know, then you get ice buildup and stuff. And the next time it rains or snows, it can't drain, and then, you know, it just snowballs from there. So let's see. Yeah, the other side here had a worse issue. It wasn't, this outlet wasn't attached at all, so it's just loose here. So that needs to be fastened. I actually recommend downspouts, downspouts to discharge directly into the gutter. I know it doesn't look great on the front of the roof, but definitely is beneficial to keep that rainwater off the roof as much as you can, especially so close to a wall here. You know, that's usually where you start getting roof leaks. They first start at the flashing, and usually down here at the bottom. If that bottom isn't flashed properly, where it wraps around the corner, and you tend to get leaks a lot of times there. So the builder doesn't do that. This is to their spec, so they wouldn't. It's not something they would do. But if you wanted to upgrade it yourself, you could certainly do that. Now, one other thing I want to talk about, this video is getting kind of long here, so I want to get down here, talk about one last thing. Okay. So the gutter here, first of all, it's got lots of debris in it. That's just from the dirt from new construction. Happens all the time. So, but other than that, you can see there's big gaps behind the gutter here. So I can actually stick my finger back there, and it's like that over here too. And I saw it in a couple other spots. Not a huge deal. If everything's installed correctly, you know, your drip edge flashing, that's this here, this white stuff, and then your fascia, which is underneath of it. This is your fascia. If that's all installed correctly, all it will do is the rainwater will come, and if it goes under, follows the shingle, and then drips down into the gutter, or it'll drip behind the gutter, and it won't be a big deal because it'll just drip behind the gutter. But here in front of the walkway, and especially in the wintertime, and that drips down, and you end up with an ice patch here. So you want this to be as flat as you can get it against the fascia. One of the issues here is there's no strong bend, that I call it. It's just a little bend there, that you'll see in, like, it depends who makes the gutter, but they'll have this little bend, and then it'll give the back of this strength. You also can get issues with just with installation issues. So regardless of what's causing it, it needs to be repaired, and you won't know until you actually start taking the gutter off to see if there's anything going on behind it or what the real issue is. But definitely don't want water dripping behind there. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it.